Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on in my streams at the moment, but they just keep crashing, and I can't do anything about it. So it's like the third stream. I don't care. I'll merge them all together anyway. Thing with me. Oh, does that mean I need to go back to the battle? I was already at. How did it save? How did it save? Oh yeah, I have to go all the way back. Oh my god, seriously. Bro, please turn back into this. Okay, well I can, so yeah. See you now. Oh my god, I can't skip this. Please. Gosh, I pain in the ass. Actually, it is fuck, man. Why can't I skip this anyway? That's a bit dumb. Let's skip the last bit. Here we are. Back again. Need to get to that question again. Okay, right, we're back. Nice. Right, welcome with Yuri. Welcome with Yuri, huh? Why is that thought like make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialise, I would feel awful turning her down. So. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admit it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's not ever going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long with me anymore, you know? I need you. Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation shows off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of our fault trapping me with such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? Bro, I'm actually so pissed with the fucking stream like breaking every 2 seconds. Bro. Fucking phone this. Bro. I think I got Yuri. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yep. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. It wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help for the festival too. Oh, I can't wait for this festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school when we just get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? Very specific thing to look forward to. Come on. You saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. It's not you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Yeah? You're speaking out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez. You worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori showed me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at the usual activities. And maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything with Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Cameron, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seemed a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Cameron. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know. Maybe I'll try not talking. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure of that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing out with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Cameron. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's always like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Cameron. You thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. Oof. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her myself, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica spells meaningfully. I can't fucking speak. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is staying. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and I have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Oh! Okay. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over a book. But she looks away just as quickly, with a flushed look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I need to sneeze. Oh, bless me. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach myself. But now it's just a lot easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. I didn't even do anything. But I can tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring at you or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologise. Your troubles are the only concern of those who are willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping themselves. If you prefer to share what's in your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to tell me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a lot too much. Cameron. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind that after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. And she may not always be what she wants. I notice her strange behaviour today too. And I also feel the same concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. You don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware of. Well, aware you were, and that is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah. It's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking off my mind. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Oh. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everyone's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smells me. I wonder what she was talking about Sayori. Please. Cameron, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me is nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel emotions. I'm a little nervous, but I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Gary, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? I'm gonna say real quick just in case anything bad. Oh, I just skipped some. Fuck. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my ring. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning this yesterday. Can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smells sadly. Cameron, during lunchtime I eat by myself. You know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so amazing and inspiring. Wait, books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. Not mysteries. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Cameron. It's the opposite. I didn't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, it's wrong. Just being patient and respectful is really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Cameron. I speak too slowly. Second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into my things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. You want me to show you your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get to it. Okay. Okay, that's The Ghost on the Light Part 2. The 10... For fuck's sake. Am I reading that wrong? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing in the distance. A blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette glows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. Flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for I don't even know what the fuck I said. To this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. Or was that still overrated? Overhated? I touch his hand. Flickering stops. Ghosts are blue, green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start handing it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it was hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Is this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate and I respond to a warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favour sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. You're doing a good job. Yuri faintly turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Damn, she's so bad. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Yeah. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Cam. Say already. Something wrong. Huh? Nope, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Monica. Hi Cameron. Have you thought about what you want to submit for the festival? Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. Your style has gotten so refined, Cameron. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, have you noticed how much time you spent with her? I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did, but that's pretty impressive. She just needs some patience and a way to talk about all her things in her head, I guess. Still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. I must really like her. That's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, being that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socialising. Makes me want to make sure. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, okay? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say it like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. I don't like Monica that much. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady knows everything. A beautiful lady who was Guy of the victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search, with little hope, knowing legends will exist. But when all else had failed me, when all had turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall, even more, gentle as a feather, and the dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak up, she responds in a hollow voice. I find every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. In a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are those sort of things that I give life a meaning. I'm going to save again real quick. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind. That's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, and that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little lecture club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fuck. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Wait, seriously? Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why did we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. Deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? How do you have a catchphrase? Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's mean to it. Hold on a minute. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. And your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. Ah, seems you're right. Sorry. Sayori always helps lighten up the middle a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance has been thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Why is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you not being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression comes from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing for this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we need a lot of them in different flavours. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? And useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki pouting too. Jeez, I can even tell now. I guess I never give Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if it can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you can make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? Love it. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focus starts nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Cameron, the one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri are having some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Suki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Suki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Cameron may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold up, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Cameron to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just, what do you think? Guys, I'll settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Cameron to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got the chance to spend anything with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... I'm just surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Cameron, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, I'm not straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with... I don't know. Probably just going to go for you because, you know, well, I'm probably the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you I would say something mean. No. I'm just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Cameron? Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistant will be very useful. That's good to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Cameron? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I mean at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Cameron picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I would do for the event will compare to that, so... You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be a far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something. Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about himself. No, I can appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal of everything. but I'm going to say this. You better not.
You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
Ah, I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more to do. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's go then. And fuck. We packed the things. I started to follow Monica and Suki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realise I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe I slipped my mind. Should I give him my phone number? I think that'd be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. If you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. They say not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I should matter that much either way, so I just need to make sure my room's clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Cameron. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Forgetting the one reason was the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Ugh. I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm looking forward to Sunday. Yep, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Thank fuck. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots for the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it.
Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that?
Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, can't wait. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clear an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been even texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive the first bit. It wasn't long before I was already learning about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside for when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses, like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already a stranger for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Cameron. I sit down in her room. Sayori forced a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Nah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been.
I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know? Sayori had already left by the time we decided to... that last meeting. Oh, Monica told me. It's the only natural for her to keep me informed with the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help him? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. So Yuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Cameron. Why can't it just be like that? Wait, why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today or today. It just wants me to... it just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Cameron. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Cameron? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Do you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know that how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did you really want so badly for me? Just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Well, why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Cameron. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. Bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against the head. So I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone else in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Cameron. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us, if everything could have been like it always was, I was selfish. Finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Cameron. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, and that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Cameron. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ears. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Cameron. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want her for is to know is that I care. If you have it and you call yourself selfish, then you have it. You have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Cam. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend time? Spend it all with you? Oh, sorry. It's what I want. Promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. Spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have to... this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel... No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head. Sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me to do. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. See you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it all when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry I wasn't home yet. You waiting a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that is true. I did think of that for some reason. It shouldn't be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, I take her to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. Oh no. It would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. But I'm glad they helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched your wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk for mine. Sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of your wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood, lighting, oh my god, aromatherapy candles? Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candle to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's the wooden thing though? Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to the positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel permeate for your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides the most relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing your poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smells gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, how over here? We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? Well, what will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them on the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Cam. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's not ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird, Yuri. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Teach their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Like, a combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? You relax her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and I turn it into my hands. It was heavy and extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Cameron, why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oof. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, and I can't fucking say that. I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Ah. Sure, it was a lot weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess you were just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She hasn't left her head. What if she doesn't recover from this the rest of her afternoon? Alright, you know what? It might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I'll take Yuri's hand and lick the end of his finger in return. Cameron! Do you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Cameron. Yuri giggles shyly. Yeah. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. Tiny cut. Look, I already stopped bleeding. Ah, I see. Thanks for leaving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we'll lay all of them out side by side. Oh, it looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as the door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking come up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items you had asked me to buy was the kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll bring it back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too dilute. I'm not gonna lie, I need a piss right now, so hold on. Yeah, let me just save it. Save it here. I'm gonna go take a piss. Hello, I'm back. My viewers, if there is any, which I doubt there is. I just need another bottle just real quick. Can't hear, it's actually quite cold. You know. Good day is 11. We are Gucci to start again. Okay. Right, let's go. Right, return. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips. Then bring it back into my room. What? Has it done this again? It's a bug. Please fix. I need to fucking task manager this again. Who's it is? I'll just end it real quick. It doesn't feel like a bug though, because this game's like quite creepy. End. Okay, there we go. Just open it again. Doki Doki. Right, here we are. I put them on a plate. Okay, now I already read that. Yuri? Yes? I come and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Face a little red. Too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so smacks the paint. Yuri hardly misses and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets and dropping them in the paint. Cup, I mean. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice for others in the background. It would look paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colours for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when they paint. It kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean like that. It's kind of fun, you know? Ah, yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way. Yuri stops painting for a moment and thinks to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quietly lift my hands in surprise. You hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on your face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right now. I rush out and fetch a small towel and dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her face. Oh my god. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Ah. Something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books. It's almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me that dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Huh? Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I don't need to space out. It's fine. The moment is over. As soon as it has begun, Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Nah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning? I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's sort of thing. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do. Whew. You feel like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No. It's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I'm secretly hoping we can have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to ourselves. I think it'd be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right?
Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her friends, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs her stuff, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. Can't say that without thinking. About today. Fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashful. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So, you're very thoughtful, Cameron. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori. Hi, Cameron. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Cameron. I just stopped by to say hi. But it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? Too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together to the festival tomorrow. So, that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so, I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall on Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Cameron? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It'd be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Cameron. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayuri looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Cameron. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayuri. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Cameron, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slid my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Even if you don't understand it, all of your feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I feel like I need to say the top one here, definitely. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realised it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realise that you are truly the most important person to me. So while I accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Cameron. And wait. Okay, never mind. Suddenly, Sayuri wraps her arms tightly around me. Cameron. Is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayuri in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Cameron. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayuri's grip around me, beaking a little bit. What is this? Sayuri? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Cameron. It's okay, Sayuri. It takes some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayuri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we are really a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. You, Cameron. Sayuri gazes at me, once again smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, it's the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayuri means. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayuri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayuri. I know that I love her and she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Even though I can come for her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayuri means by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayuri's the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Well then. Hold on. I need to take a drink. My fucking throat is dry as hell. I don't know if I have any beers right now. Let me check. Do we have viewers, Pog? No, we don't. Rip. Please take a drink real quick. Quite an emotional bit. I feel like I need to say I love you because the dearest friend thing just feels like a fucking shutdown. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the end of the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. Sorry. Cameron, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. And they must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's what I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept. That dummy. You think on days like this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You take a lot of responsibility for her, Cameron. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone else yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. Flip for the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. This. Flip to Sayori's poem, different from the one she practiced. It's one that I've never read before. Out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. I hate that. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Cameron? Wrong. Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. I try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her to wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to do it in her room like this, but isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Stop. Okay. What the hell? What the hell? It's a nightmare. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. It's like, oh, he wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I'd be there for. Told her that I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not that Sarah needed it all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? It's my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been. I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the lecture club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I carry this guilt with me until the day I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Wow. I mean, I already knew that happened, but that's an end. Wait, was that there before? Oh. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, fuck, everything's fucked. Everything's really fucked. Guessing I have to do this. Yep. See an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention being offered herself. The girl was behaving and good friends since we were children. Oh no, I'm not reading this song, by the way. I've already read this. Oh. Ordinary day. It's not ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that. But I had no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by, by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There was the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over just before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to do with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Cameron? Okay. Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been about right? Ah. Yeah, it has. Monica smells sweetly. We do know each other, but we really talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smell at me generally feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use in my club. Do you know if there's a construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. I actually jumped a little bit. A lecture club. Literature? Sounds a little dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in a club room. Why did the fucking music stop? Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And beside a member as a member, right? Monica said she. Hey, Cameron, any chance he's still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I wouldn't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me very happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess. Could check out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Carmen, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, God. Hold on, I'm taking a drink. I'm not ready for this. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the door. Oh, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest. Fuck. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Cameron. All words escape me in this situation. This club. Those incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name's apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri here appears to be comparably more mature and less timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I just ran into Cameron in the classroom and he decided to check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Cameron? I'm save it just in case. Oh wait, all my safe's gone. Shit. The girls have a few desks that are arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting it all out the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, yes. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You've got a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teacher's give permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you join a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least I enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smells to herself in relief. So, Cameron, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm not quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much for Peter, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favourites are usually novels that build a deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, you may as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, that's so? Really? A story makes me think or takes me to another world and I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give me that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Aha. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exploding your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe with some of your work you can set an example to and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us as well, Cam? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Cam. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival... I'm defensive against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? It would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the lecture club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Cameron? Yeah. It'd be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you're just... if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Cameron, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to get a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring them to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once again. Cameron, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Suki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the lecture club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, I'm drinking juice, hold on. I've never seen this. Yes? Dream. Staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone else was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there was nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognise. The person I didn't recognise told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. That's weird. Okay, so it's only these 2 then. Should I go for Natsuki this time? I think I'm gonna go for Natsuki this time. Yeah, I'm going for Natsuki this time. Let's, wonderful. Shield Dragons. Nick, Bunny. Rose. No, Kitty. Laugh. Puppy. Music. Socks. Charm. Gig. Dance. Nibble. Bliss. Papa. Anime. Strawberry. Sticky. Oh my god. I actually jumped. I didn't expect that. I know I've played this game before, but that was like when this game first came out, which was in like 2018 or something, I don't know. Hi again, Cameron. Let's see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This may be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the lecture club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I saw that. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cameron. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into lecture when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like you deserved any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Oof. But if you... keep barking, sorry. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Suki usually has a big mic or something. Keeps her manga on collection in the closet. Is she supposed to be over that like that? And Suki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's lecture. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sorry, Cam. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interested in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. You sure? It just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reached into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book, and it held a notice or intense expression like she was waiting for its chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Again, Natsuki caught an exasperated sigh from web in the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in a case that she's a hand. Oh. Might need to go on mute for a second, I'm not sure. You looking for something in here? Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes in the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? Heard you bring it up at some point? They said it's written in your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga and that's a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snaps it out of my hand. She turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book's making is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Fake girls? Sincere, I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's just simply terrible. If you're going to judge me, you can do it for the glass in the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. Tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Cameron. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge. Don't judge a book by its cover, I'm guessing. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoved the books right into my hands. Ugh. Silly cover. Features 4 girls in the curveball attire, striking animated feminine poses. This is exceedingly, don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat assigned against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read it at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closely together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Suki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space where she hopes I won't notice. Sorry about that. Hold on. Wings. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? I'll go back and flip for the older volumes every now and then. Not really. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm back. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't really talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it was rare of the writing. For the writing to be entertaining, though, to make it up for the lack of plot. Oh. You sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Guess it's just fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Oh. Bruh. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Are you sure manga with your friends? Can you not rub it in? Please. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I even bring it up with them being all like, yeah, you still haven't gone out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel I can... Oh my god, I can't even keep it in my own room. Dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Oh my lord. I didn't expect that. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, I'm here reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Okay. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. Glance over her. Oh look, she just started to fall asleep. Natsuki. Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. I didn't expect that. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reached into her bag and deposited some sort of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the cover. I told you not to give. She didn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Cameron. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why do we all share poems now? It's probably only fair if I share mine for first. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't really feel like giving my opinion. That was the point of sharing it in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's why I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. And what I said. Like, more comfortable sharing my poem with yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me how dumb. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, that's not that great, but let me show you what real actually looks like. And you went and ruined it. You're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki Resource gets caught in a throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? already told you that you don't have to go and announce to get to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. And Suki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she let me go. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay, it's this one again. Anything else? Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Some people don't take my writing seriously. But it's the point of the poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits your arms. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about it, simple writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realised. That's why I meant. Oh, that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I said the humour were the last poem. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay. Section what poem to next. On. Full shot as fuck. Right. Yuri stares at the poem, and it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Fine, go force yourself. No. I need to put more thought into my words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time reading the poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, though. So it's bad. Oh. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. You can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What do you say? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing... Okay, I've already read all this, I think I'm just going to skip it. Yeah, it only lets you skip stuff that you've already seen. Okay, that's fine. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Do you remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too? Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. Okay, Monica. But what about Sit? Hi, Cameron. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new to everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up new things, okay? Right. I'll keep that in mind. Burp. Of course I'll be afraid to bring up things. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your bones with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Cameron. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we're all getting past, and that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Cameron. Really? It's a lot curer than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. This kind of makes me think something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. I think that's a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in that Suki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. And Suki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. I can't fucking... But hey, some guys went to petite girls too, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You shouldn't. You should sound pretty confident for someone who claims not very be good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Okay, it's just this again. Swore my fears I banished my pain. Was that there before? I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Okay, we already read this. Phew. Yes, it's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a lot more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a lit circle after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself to. Across the room, Monica was writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissive turns the poem to death with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you Google the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. You're trying to say something nice. Ugh. You have to... Wait, you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions I would have asked someone who actually liked it. People did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Cameron did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cameron liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. It's not why. Yuri stands up. Maybe you're just jealous that Cameron appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. I didn't know that you didn't appreciate my advice more. You don't know yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger since Cameron started shooting them. That's tricky. That's tricky. That's a little... Oh wait, sorry. I'm just going to save this in case. This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as long as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy. Sure that my lifestyle is too much for someone who... Well, your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate from medical, you know. You want to prove anything without harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute... The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself in the head, Yuri. My bad, you already do it. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Cameron hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was just standing there. Come out from me. She's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She just started it. I didn't get to read any of that. So. Okay. Cameron, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Fucking hell. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll get back inside and start on yelling. Some president, am I right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to do a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. Understand, right? Anyway, this makes you want to spend less time with the others, and that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. And Natsuki runs at the classroom. She quickly ran away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. He was walking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Please don't hit me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over. You can go home if you want to. Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility too. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Cameron. It'd be just embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I will. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go with Natsuki again. Should I choose that? I'll choose it. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Vanilla. Nibble. Chocolate. Cute. Giggle. Fucking hell, what the fuck was that? Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Cameron. Oh, hi Yuri. I'm sure if it's me or is Yuri's expression, the height, the weight of Yes's quarrel still hangs in the air for a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologise. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you consider it and apologised. You don't have to worry so much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already had decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now you're apologising, I know you really didn't mean it. Cameron, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything's a little brighter with you around, and sorry for what I'm saying right now. It's just, hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you have an island? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologise. Promise I didn't mean anything else that I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, What the hell are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I accept your apology anyway if it makes you feel any better. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. We're still on the trail though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to, like, hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Nah. Oh, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. It makes no sense though, you would have heard the bell ring. I mean, I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I don't know what you played piano, played music as well, Monica. I didn't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really that good. Still. It must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thank you. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Burp. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you in, Cameron. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was replying to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything with the three of us that talked about, says Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Cameron, since your confidence put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would want to spend some time together today. I mean in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. See? I'm thinking of her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over here. Oh hell, no. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an honest-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines and lust for blood. But the facility got even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and afflicting them to... Oh, that may be a lot of a spoiler. Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about limbs. Kind of dark, isn't it? It made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Cameron? No, it's not that. I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. That kind of challenges and you look at life. Strange perspective. And horrible things happen, just not just because someone wants to be evil, or because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, well, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess sorry then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets in. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a lecture club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well have started reading it. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Yeah, yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get to the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put in my bag. Alright. So, as I hear, slip into the scene next to yours. Yeah. You sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just that I'm not very used to as reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, but maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at your own book. Oh, that was a good one. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathed. What the fuck did that say? Everything I said. You really apologise. You really apologise, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up to hers until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, or holding it even closer than before, it's actually kind of distracting me. I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. You ready? Just turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you're so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it my own by motion. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimidating exchange. I from gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of makes you look you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things and she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get that far yet. I don't even know why that came to my head. Are you feeling alright? Yuri's being a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? You puts her hand on her own chest as if she wants to feel her own heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some more. Alright, don't push yourself. Jesus. Who stands up and practically rushes out the classroom? What on earth was that about? Cameron? Did something just happen? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. You don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our problems with each other? She knew me for Yuri. Well, she might be with us. I just figured we'd get started with her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slap it back into my bag. It's not terrible. It was really disappointing after your last one. And again, if this one was good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Or not if you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to think you're still right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from ours. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my phone. Probably be able to learn something from it. Nice. I'll just let you guys read out yourself, I guess. Cameron, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. Should be oblivious. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? Don't hate me, Cameron, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? The club's the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking hell. I hate that shit, bro. Got goosebumps. Goosey bumps. Okay, Monica. Hi again, Cameron. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm not happy you're playing yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to job you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Cameron. I was going in my end, but winning it. Surely metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I swear I picked cute words. I did. Why isn't it? I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not really fair. Hold on. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? When that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't know if that's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with all kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved from social interactions. I don't blame her for coming along strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, then she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing your bones with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. There's no need to apologise. You still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to be my poem? Oh. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. The cotton save me. Clouds that won't bring it. Red, green, blue, and endless cut. The noise that won't stop. Oh my lord. Sign consenting. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Delete her. God. Okay. That's too much for me, man. So I know it's kind of an abstract. I'm just trying to well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's right tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please tell me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri. Doki Doki. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. He smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Oh, I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. God. I can't read all this. Wheel. Rotating wheel. Turning. Grinding bolt head laning. Bruh. Wow, I think it's the same shit over and over again. Oh no, it's not. A lot to read. I can't read all that. I don't even. That handwriting's fucking me up. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind is a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out in your pen. Yeah. As a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. I'm okay. Was I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? And keep the poem though. Lord. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. Hold on. Okay. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. For shuts his room. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something to... Wait. Something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Sort of. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. We're just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Cameron joined and we've started with some club activities. This isn't the first time for us to... This isn't the time for us to be or become complacent. We still have only 4 members and the festival is only our real chance to get more. It's so great about getting new members anyway. We already have enough to consider an official club. More members would just mean everything gets noisier and difficult to manage. Nasuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. That your club should be a place where people can express themselves and like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Cameron? Come on. Can't take advantage of Cameron to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, you really think any of us joined the club other people in mind? We never even talked to Cameron. Talked until Cameron joined. As for me, I just like it better than here than I do at home. And Cameron isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding the members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Sheesh. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Cameron want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? It's a club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did. That doesn't even mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Cameron, why did you even join this club? Were you hoping to get out of this? Well, it's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to join. Monika sits downstairs at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting the club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about bad word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for anyone else in the club like that. Oh, burp. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't any other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Cameron. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Suki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Suki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Jesus. Oh. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Cameron? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeats the same question as Monika. I decided to give an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members' the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. She's bleeding from the eye. I think, yeah, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So what if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I'll look forward to it. Shall we go, Cameron? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Cameron before we leave, just to see what he thinks of both his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. And Yuri looks a lot of trouble, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Cameron, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at the club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, yes, it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Okay. Oh, Lord. It's getting juicy.